Well, and we're back.
We are back.
I don't even know if I put a commercial break in there. I probably didn't, because that's how I roll. So
Commercial free.
Oh God, I wish we could be commercial free. I wish we could just have a title sponsor and that was it. But no, so now we're back. One of the other topics that's been going around since our last podcast is companies hiring Instagram models and models to be brand ambassadors while they don't represent their athletes or even pay their athletes. I think one of the bigger ones is Burton Girls, and Burton they do hire, or they do have ambassadors or whatever you want to call it, that really just got it because of their Instagram following, not because of what they actually do for snowboarding.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen a few of my female friends and a few pro female riders posting on Facebook and social media about this. And I think it's definitely indicative of the times and what we have going on here in snowboarding. But, it goes to the point of, do pro riders actually sell product anymore? I mean, we have less and less pro models. And what is a pro rider anymore? I mean, you're an ambassador.
I'm an ambassador
to Weston Snowboards.
I'm a team rider.
You are a team rider?
Yes.
Yes, team rider for them. Mm-hmm. Ambassador for the Lumberyard here in Breckenridge.
I'm a team rider for them, but I'm an ambassador for a lot of other companies like Vans, Meta Yoga, Rad Roller, and a lot of these companies that are, Zeal Optics, that are willing to help out local and regional riders with product. Right. And they're kind of friends of mine, and I believe in what they do. So we kind of help one another in that way. But yes, I am an ambassador for Weston and the Lumberyard in the sense of like I'm
you're
really just here to put the message out.
Yeah, you're a face. Really and I kind of feel
representative.
As angry with all the product reviews and everything. I'm an ambassador for the snowboard industry. I'm introducing people to the brands that I think actually are beneficial to our industry and stuff. But at the same time, I've got friends that are pro riders, legitimate pro riders that are getting paid contracts or have deals, endorsement deals and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
that's like, if you get a paycheck, that's what I figure.
If you're getting a paycheck. But it's also, we live in a time where people care more about your follower count, likes, and comments, and not what you're actually doing. And it's somewhat upsetting, but it's also, it goes back to the last segment where people need to learn to adapt and grow. I mean, if you want to be a pro rider and be paid, and you're upset that Kendall Jenner is getting sponsored because of her Instagram following, which the Kardashian-Jenner clan are fucking evil, horrible people that should die. If you're really upset with that, you definitely... Sorry. Gotta turn this down a little bit. There we go. Picking up people talking downstairs. But...
No, I mean, okay, so it's like when fucking, Run DMC wanted that Adidas, or like, does Run DMC play sports? No.
No, but they arguably sold more shell toe.
But they sold more shell toe shoes
than that.
And it becomes, they represent a cultural lifestyle, which this sports brand would also like to get a piece of.
Exactly. And that's the thing with like sportswear and activewear and anything like that.
Those could be lifestyle companies.
Those are, outerwear isn't just indicative towards people in skiing and snowboarding. Yeah. There are people that, you make those street style pieces. Holden went that route. And look at Burton. They're making glamping supplies to counteract the snow division so that they can have money. But I understand why the women are upset.
It's hard.
They're already underpaid. I won't deny that. They're underpaid. But in the grand scheme of things, because I see a bigger picture, I want everyone to understand snowboarding in general is just underpaid. Yeah. I know what my friends that are competing at Olympic qualifying events are making from brands. There's always a top 1% tier that makes money, and then everyone else is fighting for like the 1/1000th of the pie that's left. It's the same thing with advertising dollars. It's, well, why would I give money to Angry when I could give money to Snowboard Mag? You know, oh, sorry, you know, this is what you deal with on this level. But it's finding that audience that will follow you and building it and cultivating it. I'm not saying a girl should be out there showing her tits and ass, but it sells. That's why these girls, these Instagram models, are getting these deals. And frankly, they're fake as fuck. I mean, I'm right there with the, I want to see people doing cool shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to see, oh, I drank a fucking latte and put some inspirational quote over this photo of a sunset. Yeah, you know what? I can shoot that same sunset from my fucking living room. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But it's a perception that the society has that these are the people that are living these great lifestyles. I know people that live their life behind a GoPro, just going around trying to get shots from different angles for their Instagram.
Yeah.
They're sad people. They're sad, sad individuals. Their lifestyle isn't that glamorous. It isn't something that's, oh, I wish I could do that. Their life is pretty fucking boring, and they spend more time trying to get a shot rather than living in the moment. But you see that for their digital representation, and then you see it on your phone, and you're like, oh, they live such a great lifestyle. Like I've had people tell me, oh, I wish I could do what you do. You know, you live in one of the most sought after communities for snowboarding, and you live in a beautiful area. Yeah, and you know what else? I have struggled my ass off to survive here. I don't show the struggle. I don't show what it's like when I'm eating a baked potato for the 9th day in a row because potatoes were on sale and that's what I could afford to eat. Or I'm eating mac and cheese or peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. I'm glad that right now I'm in a position where I'm not starving anymore. But I don't wish that anyone would choose my life path and follow exactly as it was. Because when I finish writing this book that I'm working on, you'll understand how to do this the right way from all my fucking mistakes. And I want people that understand, like when I see these girls complaining, I want to be like, get off your ass and create content that will attract people. It's all marketing and PR spin. All you need to do is learn how to manipulate the system and you can game it in your way.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that, you will surpass these people. And the way I look at it is, someone once told me about life. They go, life is basically a popularity contest, and there's two types of people in life. There's the look at me's who always end up being popular right off the bat, and then there's the look at you's. And the look at you's are the ones that get remembered. That's what you want to be, is a look at you, but you're going to have to take a little bit from the look at me's to get there. And so, I mean, when I started Angry, I held out from getting a Facebook for, I think, 3 years. Like, I was a late comer to social media because I just wanted to avoid it.
Same here.
It's just, I'm a very private person. I like my privacy.
Yeah, and that's what's funny. People think we're these digital darlings that are, like, obsessed with posting on social media and stuff.
No,
and, I literally did not have a Facebook page until working on the Hill as a way, so it's fun. It's like I watched an awesome documentary today about fucking James Booker, and they're like, recording him is like trying to record the wind, and like to understand social media is like trying to understand understand, capture the wind. It's
going with that, don't get angry because someone's having some mild success right now. It's peaks and valleys. You have to go with the flow, and that's just how it is. There's ups. There's downs. Is your phone going off?
I don't think so. Did hear that though.
Yeah, maybe that was mine.
Some weed whacking.
Yeah.
But yeah, like fuck, dude. I've seen it work for girls, and it's like this. It's like a double-edged sword. Like I've seen girls that have gotten nods where, guys don't. Like I've seen a couple girls get on to whatever.
Yeah.
Sponsorship tier, and you're like, I've seen a lot of guys that should get a nod not get it, And I'm not
Right.
saying that they're taking jobs from guy snowboarders,
No,
but like when you put the same magnifying glass on your own on your own sex, you know, and say,
well,
hey, doesn't it suck when this person gets on just because they look, just because they're
they fit
pretty
apart or
and
something.
they're not really snowboarding? You
Yeah,
know?
one of the things that I always remember is probably 6 years ago, I was at the top of Park Lane in Breck, and I was product testing a bunch of the next year's product, and this kid rolled up to me. I'd never seen him before. How the hell did you get next year's product? I ride for them, and they told me I can't get it. And I'm just a better snowboarder than you. And I had to look at him and go, because I'm doing product reviews, these are going to sell more than you. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a marketing game.
No, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, I never got any love from companies when it was that model back in the day, and so like this social media model has allowed for me to like get, you know, I'm like I can go to a company and be like,
Right.
hey, I can like actually like
See, and to go along with that, so I've done online product reviews longer than I've done Angry. I know of a few people that were getting hooked up from Never Summer. These people ride 10 days a year, but they were writing great online reviews, and they gave them as it's influencer marketing. They gave them product, and then they were trying to take their actual feedback, and I'm like, these fuckers ride like a goddamn refrigerator, like twisting their body, legs are stiff, they don't know how to fucking ride, but they're giving feedback on the product, and I'm like, there's a very fine line, and I used to get so upset about it. Now I'm just like, fuck them. If that's what they want to do, go for it. Make an inferior product. Send me said inferior product. I'll ride said inferior product, and I will tell you exactly why it's wrong. Then maybe it will be made right. And the difference is longevity. You want to go into this with longevity. You know, when I started out doing this, I started Angry with it just didn't even start with $10.
$10.
No, that's what it cost to buy the domain name a week later. But it was angrysnowboarder.blogspot.com. I started it on Blogger platform, which was free.
Yep.
I've switched to WordPress, and now I independently host it. But I never, I set out and I was like, well, I'm just going to do this and see where it goes. And 6 months in, it had started to grow, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. 5 years hit. Yeah. And now I'm about to hit 10 years. And
10 years!
Exactly. So you've got to go into it with this whole mindset that you're going long term, and just these people, these Instagram models that are getting endorsement deals, they're going to say, these people have no strong opinion. They have nothing tying them to them. They're going to say something that fucks up, and they're going to lose a contract deal. That happened with Kendall Jenner in that stupid Pepsi commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, you dumbass. You dumbass. You basically just shit on Black Lives Matter, and fuck them. Fuck them all. I see people come and go in snowboarding all the time, and fuck it. Just do you. Don't care about that. Figure out how to market yourself and make yourself attractive towards any potential sponsor or to any company that wants to give you an ambassador deal, and go with it. Don't make apologies for being different or for having a strong opinion. I've always said that I've lit my way with the bridges I burn. And it's true. I've come full circle on a bunch of companies that told me they'd never work with me again because they're like, he's still here. Yeah. He's still going.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to do. You can't be so upset about it because it's not going to be good for you in the long run.
Yeah, it's about honesty.
Yeah, honesty,
and
integrity.
Yeah.
Stick with it. So what? So they're giving some people a bunch of money so that they can get more likes and shares? Fuck it. Figure out a way to farm the system for yourself, or find a different company you want to go after.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. I would rather have 20 small companies giving me $1,000 than one big company that could control everything I do giving me $20,000.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at on it.
Yeah, amen.
So that's all I have to say. I mean, if you want to be butthurt, that's your prerogative.
Tough stuff. Yeah, I mean, models in the realm. There's no substitute. I mean, people can see right through it. Like, real snowboarders, real skateboarders, they can see right through that veil. Like,
yeah.
I don't, yeah. we'll pick you out in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If you don't have the credentials.
Yeah. So
it's and that's one of the best things about becoming a snowboarder or a skateboarder is you have the eye now and you can see who's bullshitting you.
yeah, exactly.
Like right away, and
Right
so when fucking you see an ad that is fucking misplaced, then it's a waste of that company's money because we're automatically like that's fucking wrong.
Yeah,
and I've done ads for fucking people, that are like don't know what they're doing, like
you have.
Or
and we're from the generation of magazines when there would just be bullshit companies making bullshit ads. I mean, if I ever saved my magazine collection from my childhood, oh my god, I could pull out so many crappy ads. I had a friend that was a stock photo that was used in 4 different companies' ads for snowboarding.
Right?
Doing a Tindy grab.
I've had my image used for other ads that I wasn't paid for or in and stuff, and
this is a guy that was in a Wii commercial, or a Switch, Nintendo Switch, not the Wii,
Sure.
And you did a Navy commercial too, didn't you?
It was the Air Force.
Air Force.
Yeah,
okay.
and I did a Mountain Dew commercial, and I did a fucking shit.
See, he's been in commercials. I don't have a face for that, but I just make fake commercials. But whatever.
Am I 100% behind every one of these things? Like,
no, it's a paycheck.
No, but it's a paycheck allowing me to do what I do. Yes. Have I played Nintendo with my mom back in the day playing Zelda? Like I remember, like Nintendo
do you even own it? Do you even own a Nintendo Switch?
No, they didn't
give you one. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
it's like all the boards that I review and I tell you they're great boards. Do I go out and fucking buy them? No, shit. My quiver is tiny as hell. Yeah. It's like set to my 5 boards that I ride, but I ride over 100 boards. I'm telling you what's good.
Right, like that's
I'm influencing your product buying decisions, and I have people that fucking hate me, and I have people that I hate, like James Beastie from The Good Ride. That guy can suck a fart out my ass. That guy doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. But at the same time, I can also look at Tyler from Snowboard Pro Camp and be like, this kid gets it. I like what he's doing. I mean, I will never have to watch one of his reviews because I ride stuff, but to influence what I'm going to buy, but I'll watch it and be like, yeah, I'll recommend people check out his video if it's a product I didn't ride. And that's the thing. Figure out how to market yourself and you're going to be fine. Don't get upset because some stupid reality D-list celebrity is getting an endorsement deal while you're humping your ass, working 3 jobs while trying to compete in the Olympics. Fuck them. It's just going to make you older in the process because you're worrying about nothing. It's bullshit. And that is everything I have to say about that topic.
True that. The struggle is the best part.
Yeah,
Savor the struggle.
Savor the struggle.
Savor the struggle.
I'm feeling like we're going to finish up this podcast. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode again.
Thanks again to everybody for tuning in. Thanks again to my man Casey at Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood. Check out those
boards. He's even wrote, go to your local shop to buy grips. Support your local shop to buy grips. We'll be at the Lumberyard.
Yeah, so do that. Look, you can check out the teaser trailer that I put out for all the snowboard product. Jesus Christ, man, you're just going to town over there. But you can check out the trailer for the snowboard product reviews. You'll probably find a good laugh in that. I'll put a link in the description. July 15th, I'm going to be influencing your decisions. Why? Because, well, frankly, I've been doing it longer than anyone else. And we're going to be launching a Patreon, so we'll be talking about that in a future episode. And I think in the next episode, Zach and I are going to devote the whole podcast to what we've learned from all of our years of being successful snowboard bums and how we're still at it, so that you guys can learn from our failures. And if that's something you really want to hear about, leave us a comment. Let us know. We want to hear from you guys and whatnot. The other thing is, if I offered a special reward on the Patreon, like let's say you donate $20 and you could call into the podcast, is that something people would be interested in? You got anything to add, bud?
I'm sure that we could get some awesome gear for the Patreon stuff from some of the
I think
sponsors.
So.
And also stay tuned for some happenings with hoping to launch my website, zgriff.com, and the ZSPN.
So
ZGriff Sports Network.
Yeah, so we're going to take off. We're going to do other things, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. You guys have a good one.
Nice, bud. Good.
Yeah, we're getting this down. That hits us by the time I edit it. It'll be just under an hour.
Dude, there's a real truth in like